friends. It's Ryan, the Colossus Collector, and thanks for coming to my channel. This is the first video on it, and I just wanted to take a minute to introduce myself and say hi. So, just a little bit about me. I've been collecting comics for just over a year now. Got into it around early March 2022, and I had been thinking about it for a little while before that, and I finally just jumped in. I've always been a collector. I love all the stuff of my childhood, things that bring nostalgia, and yeah, so it was natural that I got into comics. It was a little bit of an itch that I finally decided to scratch, and holy smokes, it's turned into a full-blown addiction, but a good one. So going back to when I was a kid, I didn't really collect comics as a kid, but I was a huge Marvel fan. And that sort of started in a few different places. One, like most kids, I was a cartoon maniac. And one thing that really made me a Marvel fan was that I'd go to our local video store, and in the kids section, they had all these VHS tapes of the old 60s Marvel cartoons. You know, everybody's seen the Spider-Man, the famous Spider-Man cartoon. Everybody knows that jingle, but they had more than just Spider-Man. They had Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America, Submariner, Thor. They had all these characters, and that was my intro to them, and I love them. I used to rent those VHS tapes over and over and over again. The animation was terrible, but as a kid, you just don't see those flaws, the cheap ways they put together those cartoons. I just love them, and that's one part of what got me into it. Yeah, and then sticking with cartoons, then there was also the '90s X-Men cartoon. I feel like every kid my age watched that show. Anybody in the hobby watched that show, and that was the big thing that made me such an X-Men fan. Loved that cartoon. Always caught it on Saturday mornings. Caught the reruns whenever it was on. I've always loved that show, and that's really what made me a huge X-Men fan. Added to the Marvel fanhood, and then also there was the Konami X-Men arcade game that I used to play at this kids arcade in my hometown, and just the fact that it had the 6 players and I could bring my friends, we could all play together and cooperatively, and I was always Colossus, and that's why I'm a Colossus fan. That's why I'm the Colossus Collector. That video game, I'm still to this day in love with it, and that was the thing that really just made me a huge Colossus fan, and that's kind of carried all the way up to now. I just think he's the coolest character. I've always liked him, and that video game really did it for me. I did have a short stint of collecting comics when I got a little bit older. I don't know, in my 10, 11, 12 range. I used to buy comics for a short little while at the local 7-Eleven on my lunch breaks. Get a bag of 5-cent, 10-cent candies and a couple comics. I remember reading Hulk. I remember reading Venom on Trial, which is a short little 3-book series with Venom and Spider-Man and Daredevil. And then also, I had Kazar, and I had some Avengers books and some Captain America books. But just a small little collection, and but like a lot of kids, I hit the teenager years, and other things took my attention and my interest, and it took me all the way until my late 30s to finally get back to comics, get back to the whole community of comics, and yeah, I'm just super into it and excited about it. It feels like it's going to be a passion for the rest of my life. I've dove into the community, dove into the hobby with head first. In this last year, I've bought tons of books. I spent way too much money, and I couldn't be happier. It's just really been a fun ride. And, I started on Instagram, Colossus Collector. You can follow me there. Been building a little bit of a following there. And then, I don't know, I've been just kicking around the idea of starting a YouTube channel. Really just inspired by a lot of the YouTubers and the members of the community that are on YouTube that make videos about comics. I mean, there's, your big guys, popular guys, but even, the smaller channels I've been inspired by, even just lately, like Lunch Money Comics and Alex the Comic Hoarder, who I would say is more of a bigger channel, but he's got that smaller channel vibe. Yeah, just I don't want to call it a whole long list, but a lot of great people on YouTube that make great content, and I just want to kind of add to it. I want to make content that I would watch, that I'm looking for all the time. I feel like I don't always have enough of what I want to watch. Yet I don't really have the time to watch everybody's stuff. Yet I'm still kind of always just looking for something that I can't quite find. So I don't know if this will be it, but it's definitely just my opportunity to just continue to share what I'm collecting, what I'm doing in the hobby, things that I think about or want to talk about, and most of all, just connecting with people, making more friends in the community. Instagram's a great place, but I just want a little bit more, and YouTube seems like a great place as well. Really like all the challenges of like sharing your top 5 books, your top 10 books, things like that. Love to get involved in that sort of thing, and just have a lot of fun doing it. So I just want to say a huge thank you for watching to this point of the video, and watching my videos in the future. I hope you like them. I hope you have fun with them. Please like and comment on them. Let's go back and forth. I'd love to chat with you about it. Slide into my DMs, whatever you want. You can also follow me at Colossus Collector on Instagram. That's where I do a lot of my comic book community stuff. And please subscribe to the channel. It would be hugely appreciated, and a big boost to growing this channel that I hope will become something successful in the future. So keep collecting, and we'll see you on the next video.